So here it is, my $5,000 Duramax project. Well, I guess maybe more than $5,000 since I took the truck home, took the truck completely off the frame. I redid the frame. We threw a bunch of parts at it like PPE cast iron heads. We head studded it. We threw a 64mm RDS 9-blade turbo. And no joke, the list goes on. We have put a ton of performance parts on this truck. Since I finally got this truck running, I guess the next piece of the puzzle after putting the wheels and tires on the truck is to go ahead and just start making the truck look a lot better. And when it comes to the looks, there's one thing that really irks me, I just cannot unsee it, is that front passenger side fender. It's really not that bad, but there's just a ton of little dings and dents on that fender, and I think it's gonna cost less money to go ahead and just purchase a clean fender and get it painted and put on than it would be for me to go ahead and just repair it. And there's just one small other little detail here that I didn't talk about, is the fact that when I purchased this truck, I didn't talk about that the truck was previously painted, and I'm not 100% sure if this is the correct GM color. That's why I'm not gonna shoot this in my garage. Several months ago, I picked up this junky Silverado, rusty, we called it the Rust Max, and I brought it to this body shop, and let's just say that the guys weren't too excited about the project, but we did a full restoration on this body. I'm talking corners, rockers, and not to mention the guys had knocked it out of the park with this sweet custom orange paint. But this new to me Duramax 2006 Chevy Silverado is really growing on me. I absolutely love it. As a matter of fact, I want to finally put plates on it and start daily driving the truck. I love this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get Shannon Best back on the channel. He's the one that originally painted the orange truck. I mean, this man knows his stuff, so I'm not only gonna get him back on the channel, but he's gonna go ahead and explain to us the process in the body shop, how they match color. So you're gonna get the exclusive behind the scenes take on what they do when you drop your vehicle off at a body shop. And if you watch till the end, we're gonna go ahead and throw some other goodies on the truck, so stay tuned for that. But with all of that out of the way, sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started. So what is up, everybody? Early morning A&D repair, Haslett, Michigan, and I'm taking my truck off my trailer right now. I just got here, and we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you guys the damage on this fender. Some of you guys will think that it's not a big deal, but it looks like somebody got upset at their vehicle one day and just started punching their fender. So it's probably in my best interest to go ahead and not PDR this thing and just replace it, get it shot, and put it back, put a new fender on this truck. That's kind of what the idea here is today. So I'll show you guys the damage. We'll go ahead and pull it off the trailer. Got to pressure wash this thing, and we'll go ahead and get it in the bay. So this is the damage that we're talking about, guys. So it looks like somebody got mad at their girlfriend, went outside and started punching it. You can see it on camera. Yeah, and then we got the body guys that can actually see things that I can't. Like, I didn't notice that. But really the biggest concern is that I'm guessing this dude had 14 wides on this truck and he just leaned her too hard and just let her eat on that corner there. But I decided to go ahead and just buy a brand new OE fender. What are your thoughts, Shannon?
OE fender is the way to go. You're gonna have a lot of PDR work trying to get the crowns out of here, and being that it's hit right through the body line and it crowned the body line, that's work hardened metal. It's gonna be kind of tough. I mean, it's not that it's impossible, but for cost effective, if you can get a fender for less money than it would cost you to, you know, do all the extra repairs, it just, you gotta weigh it out, find out what's the most cost effective way to go.
Yeah.
Somebody could probably bump this, you know, without PDR, just do traditional body work if they had to, and get it probably knocked out in 6 hours, you know what I mean? And then you just got to figure whatever the body shop labor rate is, and they vary. I've seen ones up as high as 120 bucks an hour, 160 an hour, depends, you know. And then replacement, normally you know, to do an accurate job at any shop, they're going to want to detrim this door and blend it for color accuracy, and you know, that's more of a proper way to go. But if nobody cares, you know, this is so close to the edge, if you were to repair it, you'd still be getting color all the way back here.
Thinking, let's just blend it, let's just, you know, do it right.
Can, but I mean, like you said, for this vehicle being 20 years old, we can, this color's pretty common for back in the day. You know, I mean, this was like probably the most popular color I shot 20 years ago. There's a lot of variations of the color, which makes it good because we got a lot of color choices, you know, so we can see what we get for a match and just paint the fender to get it on the road quickly without spending a grip load of money taking everything else apart.
And I promise you guys, we are not going some crazy like soda can color. Okay, this is not going nuts. We're not going nuts this time. This is just
382E pewter.
He's probably on it. Oh, this interior is trash, by the way. But don't worry, man. That's normal. That's normal.
How do you open it?
That's how you roll. Oh, you just take a screwdriver and you just jiggle it with a hammer, and it opens. I gotta replace that.
Like the Fonz, bro. You hit the stuff and it flies open.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I would have came up here with this truck instead of the Max?
Oh man, that would have made life so easy, bro.
Oh, like, dude, we'd have been done with that like back in March.
Well, it would have only taken about a month and a half instead of 4.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I think it was a little longer than that. But.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm just guessing. I remember we worked on it for a minute.
Oh, dude.
But this would have been a lot easier.
Man.
The body is pretty straight on it.
Yeah.
You could tell it's been painted and like worked on, but it just looks like maintenance. Like people like tried to take care of it. You know?
The frame looks good too, man.
Yeah, it looks solid.
I cleaned it up the best way that I could and epoxied it a little bit, and
yeah, it looks nice.
You know, I just painted it over. You know,
the rims are nice. The tires are awesome.
What do you think about the? I wanted to keep them, but I don't know, dude. They're like paint matte. Someone like took the lenses off and like paint matched them to the body.
They look neat. They look good enough. I mean,
I think they look cool.
Yeah.
This one right here actually.
They're fairly new.
I gotta figure out. I tried to reseal it with some caulk.
Yeah, it's fogging out in there.
It's already fogging out. I don't know. I might keep them. I might not. They're kind of cool though.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll dry out as the weather warms up. You know what I mean? But somebody probably just heated off the lens and then.
Yeah.
It's still pretty neat because you can tell they're newer. They've got that wide beam LED light inside, which is more of a modern style.
Looks pretty cool. The top bed rails are a little beat up, but that's okay. I'm probably gonna. I'm just gonna throw some bed rails over the top of it.
If you look in the bed, they used it. They got the fifth wheel hook up, so they used it to haul stuff around, and they used it as a truck.
I'm gonna definitely hook up my gooseneck to this thing.
Yeah, I think that's nice. This is nice.
Cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's got some dings and dents. Oh, this fender right here. This right here definitely needs to get repainted. That went all the way down.
Oh yeah, it's cut through. But if you're gonna mod that for your tires anyway, eventually you might as well just doctor it up.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Like if you're gonna chop the bottoms like the other style,
you know, I may not. I might actually just leave the 33s and the 12.5s.
They don't bump it.
They don't touch, dude.
Nothing.
They don't touch.
Full clearance.
Full clearance.
Nice.
Because it's like a 4-inch lift kit. You know, it's not. They're 33s. They're not 35s like the last one that we had. So. Yeah, man.
Well, if it clears, I mean, is that from your tire rub out or is that from the last?
No, that's from the last guys. I think I can clean that up. You know, I can really. I mean, again, this isn't a perfect build. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get to work. We're gonna go ahead and start pulling this fender off right now. We're gonna inspect the new panel that came in because last time that we were pulling panels out of boxes, I mean, it was just like, nope, send it back, no, send it back, because we kept finding dings and stuff like that. So we're hoping that this one checks out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start doing some tear down. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes.
3 minutes.
We'll say 5 minutes.
Okay, let's round it up.
Well, it's been about 5 minutes since you saw that time lapse, and we're already ready to pull that fender. So wow, that went really quick. But it is nice to have.
Well, you already had
people that
a lot of the pre-stuff done.
All the little stuff done.
Yep. So everything was ready to go.
So there's the fender. We can take a look at that in a second, but here it is. I think it's time to look at the fender, right? The new OE one, just to make sure that there's no dings and dents.
We already did. We checked it already, so it's all bueno.
You checked it?
Yep. That's cardboard rash. So that's kind of like, you know, when they're sitting in the cardboard boxes getting shipped around, they get a little bit of marking into the E-coat. That's all E-coat caca that, you know, from the e-coat process.
But we still need to prep the fender yet.
Yep.
But right now we're just gonna, are we test fitting it?
Yeah, we're gonna stick it on there, make sure it fits okay, and then if everything looks okay, then we will put it up into the paint shop.
Nice.
Let the sun go up there and
Are you gonna paint it, dude?
I think Gabe's gonna paint it. The other thing we have to do is you can see that in here there's a little bit of a gap between the fender and that. So when we put the J clips on there, it should draw it back nice and neat. You know what I mean? Yep. So the rest of it is just not leaving a big fat gap like that. The level of it's good, the lines are good, all the contours are where they need to be.
So what we're doing is we're just getting color right now. We're trying to match it the best way we can. It's a sweet little machine. I wonder what that thing costs. Couple grand?
Yeah. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, these cameras were like 25 grand.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
They've come down and they've gotten advanced. So they're really quick and way more advanced. So this gave a 5-star reading. You know what I mean? So that means that it matched really, really well to what's in the system. So yeah, that's that. So we saved our 5-star rated picture under Truckmaster. We're gonna click this right now. And we're gonna put the color code because we know what it is. The whole nine is gonna, oh, it's giving a bad rating.
We have to go back there and do it again?
No, our picture was good. It's just saying that the formulas that it's matching to are really bad.
So do you think it wasn't the legit GM color?
No, I think, yeah, somebody painted it, but they could have just they could have done a bad pour, you know what I mean? So what you see here now is this is the actual photograph of your truck right here. And then that's a picture of the formula that's saying that's the closest match, but I don't really agree. We could take away that little line and then you can kind of like look at it how it would look. This is way coarser, darker. This is lighter. So we can change that. We can put a little, like a light gun, and then we can move it around so you can see. We can change it to going outside in daylight. So right now, if we painted that fender and we bolted it up to your door, that's what it would look like. Your fender would look like this and your door would look like that. So you'd see a huge difference on it, which we don't want. Whatever was put on there was definitely not mixed within the parameters. So we can do this instead. We can go back, and then instead of us loading in the paint code color, we can just kind of let it search and see if it matches anything else. I would say we'll start by making a prime spray out, compare it to your vehicle, and then we can kind of base it off of there where we need to go, and see what happens.
All right, so what are we up to, Shannon?
Installation of a fender.
Yeah, but like,
No, just to
so we put the fender on and
yeah, just like back in the day, these sometimes have to be slightly adjusted. You know what I mean? So this is going to kind of get slightly pushed this way and this way to help close that gap up a little tiny bit. You know what I mean? That, or it's we can also loosen these bolts here and draw that in. I thought the gap that was between the fender was fairly wide, like it needs to get drawn in. So it could be these need to come back too. Kick up your lip there.
because we're just drawing that fender in because that gap in that body line is just wide. So we got to sort of bend some of those tabs back just to be able to get everything to sit up correctly.
Oh, sorry. Let's look at the inside of this and see what we're going to do. I think something's probably. What's up? Oh. Grab the front of it.
All All right, so I just got the truck home, put it in the garage. We're gonna go ahead and put the Boost Auto Parts tow mirrors on there. While I was at the shop, I went ahead and had the guys go ahead and just paint match the mirror caps while we were at it. Not these, but the Boost Auto Parts ones. Also, we're gonna go ahead and throw the paint match front bumper back on there for now. I'm not gonna roll with this just because this actually needs to get painted. See how it's all chipped up and everything? I'm not really too concerned about this bumper. I want to order some off-road bumpers. That's kind of the idea. And I'm not just talking about off-road bumpers. I'm talking about a ranch hand front bumper. I want to put a winch in there, some nice LED lights on there. The look I'm trying to go with this one is aggressive. Where I live here in Michigan, there's not a day that goes by that I don't see deer crossing the street. So I definitely need to put a big bumper on that thing. So these are going to be our paint match mirror caps. I'm so glad I was able to get these done. But you guys already know my style. Every one of my trucks get a set of Boost Auto Parts tow mirrors. By far some of the best on the market. But these mirrors are absolutely loaded. I'm talking Bluetooth, power folding mirrors. I mean, you don't find those on the classic body styles. It has the stripped LED lights, switchbacks. Look at that. That is nice. These mirrors are really going to complement the build. And then on the other side, of course, you're gonna have your high output reverse light here. This style would actually be for a 2015 plus, if I'm not mistaken. Boost Auto Parts retrofitted this in order for this to fit the older style models. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite style tow mirror? Let me know. I know it's not the 2020 plus, I know that. I'm actually kind of a fan of the new Ford tow mirrors as well. So now that we have them assembled, let's go ahead and pull off these old mirrors. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys to death on disassembly, but one thing I love about these trucks is how simple it is to work on them. I mean, things come apart so easily. The newer trucks, man, it takes forever. That's it. All right, we got the Boost Auto Parts tow mirrors installed. Another big perk to this is the fact that you don't have to level these tow mirrors. They're already leveled from the factory. So if you decide to buy an Amazon or eBay special tow mirror, you're gonna have to space those out. I made a YouTube video on how to level these, but you don't have to with these. But I do have the blinkers working. Unfortunately, it's gonna take me too much time in this video. We got a lot done today anyways. I'm gonna wire those once I rip this entire interior out. I'm actually gonna install brand new carpeting. I already got the new seat cushions and skins for it. I have a lot of buttoning up to do in there, but again, that'll be a different video. I never do interior builds, and I'm really considering doing one with this truck right here. Now that I have those installed, I wonder if this is thawed out yet. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. But I'm gonna throw that on just so I can see the truck sort of complete, just to get an idea. But again, that's not gonna be the bumper that's gonna be on this truck. We're gonna be throwing a ranch hand front bumper on there. But man, she is coming together. It looks so good, as you guys can tell. The upper and lower valance of this bumper definitely needs to be replaced. It's all cracked and broken, chipped. If I do decide to go with a paint match front bumper in the future, I'll probably just reuse this because this is still in really good shape, and just buy these two plastic pieces and just paint these and reassemble it. But yeah, the boys there at A&D Repair did an awesome job paint matching this to the body color. I know that was very difficult, but they were able to make it work. But the build is not done, but that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos. I do appreciate it. On your way out, if you want to support the channel, if you want to pick up some cool diesel truck parts, maybe a t-shirt, a hat, a key tag, I left a link in the description, truckmasterdiesel.com. But this journey is just getting started. Thank you so much for watching the videos. I thank God every single day that I can make YouTube videos and share the experience with you guys. But with all of that being said, we'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.